Hello, guys. So, the next question we have is loneliness. Why do I feel lonely? Um, Loneliness is one of the things I call the external side effects, which is basically when you're trying to fulfill yourself or find happiness in the external world. One of the external side effects is loneliness, because there you might be trying to find wholeness, fulfillment in the world. For some reason, we believe that the world is going to provide us that. So when you could be in a relationship and have your children and have a house and have many things covered in the external world, but inside, the feeling of loneliness exists. The feeling of emptiness, of lack of something, it still exists, even though you have all the material wealth that you have accumulated. And that is because we are trying to find fulfillment in the external world. And loneliness is one of the external side effects that makes us aware that we're trying to find it in the wrong place. What I call it's God's way of telling us that you're looking for happiness in the wrong place. So that's why essentially it exists. You could be physically lonely because you aren't unable to find a partner, or you aren't able to mingle with people, interact very well. You have social or socializing problems. But at the same time, even when you look at people that have all that and they still feel lonely, I mean, you could be famous and still experience loneliness. You can be surrounded by so many people and so many things, but it is possible that you inside there's still something missing. And that is because we haven't looked for it within ourselves. We've always started looking for it outwardly. So that's where it all comes from. If we were to be educated in a way that we start looking for it, fulfillment within ourselves, then we would work on that, nurture that, find ourselves, know ourselves, and in doing that, then experience the external world, then have the external experiences, positive and negative, and all of these things that exist. But we will never experience loneliness because we have already found the fulfillment, the oneness, the wholeness within ourselves first. But because we are looking for it externally first, obviously, sooner or later, you're going to realize that it still hasn't fulfilled me. So therefore, you end up either looking in other areas, trying to find happiness or fulfillment in other areas, or when you realize that the whole thing is an illusion, in the sense of I'm not going to find myself out there. The only way I'll find myself is looking within. That's when then the loneliness then stops. There's no such thing. Because in oneness and in wholeness, you are in relation to everything and everyone. So that is the way to transcend loneliness. Look within.